Boom, we're live. Hi everybody. Alright, so today's stream is going to be one of those interesting streams where we are going to define how this remainder of the stream is going to go on. I did leave a question with you guys a week ago where I actually asked everybody what you want to do for this stream, and the winning, I think it was the, let me see. Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's actually the one that won, but I think it was this one. Yeah. I asked everybody what you want to do for our next stream, and the old feudal Japanese style home won. So I guess we will be doing something like that. This is going to be interesting, seeing as how I've never done anything Japanese up until now. So we're probably going to end up, or I'm going to end up like stuck on something, but hey, it's going to be interesting. I saw Shinoda in here. Shinoda, any chance you're Japanese? You got a name that sounds kind of Japanese. Alright. Well, no, you're not. You're Indian. Well, you're as far as from Japan then as possible. Well, we got nobody who's Japanese. Well, the first thing that we have to start is we need to define what sort of a house is going to be. So what I had in mind is, well, we need to have a basic blueprint for the house. That is going to be easy to get, so we don't really need like anything fancy. We just need a normal blueprint. Actually, just went over on Pinterest. Thank you, Sarah, for the Pinterest thing. So I just wrote down Japanese house blueprints. I'm just gonna pick up any of these houses. One thing that I did notice though is that generally for Japanese style houses, there isn't really that much walls. Most of them are really open expanses, so it's really spacious. It's kind of very, very similar to what you would see either in a Nordic style buildings or Scandinavian style buildings, which is very clean, very, very wide, so there's not that many walls. So let's just pick up one blueprint that we can follow, and then we're gonna stop. All right, I think this one looks, oh, this is way too, this is the great room, kitchen. What is this? Oh yeah, this is a really, really big one. Nah, not gonna pick that one. Alright, let's pick one. If you guys have a blueprint that you have laying around, or maybe something you've worked on, or maybe you know of a place where we can get one, feel free and drop it in our Discord. Which is going to help me find a blueprint that we can follow, and then we can start working on the actual design for the interior. Well, what is this? Now this is a really, really early design, so no. Okay, let's just find something that's gonna be, all right. So what do we have here? A bathroom, bedroom, living room. How big is this thing? Nah, this is not, this is just a cottage. All right. Master bedroom, master bathroom, bedroom 3, bedroom. How many bedrooms do you need? Damn. All right, so garage, master suite. No, too many walls. Not gonna work. Okay, so we got kitchen and a dining, family room, bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, laundry. All right, this can work, I think. It even has a porch on the front side, so you might actually do something with blueprints like this. Let me open up and see. Holy crap, just give me the image. Save image. Let's use it, Twitch for ideas, not the micro apartment, and go to Japanese style. Japanese house. Call this thing blueprint. Alright, save. Now the good question is, how big is this thing? So if I open it up, do I have any? Of course I'm not going to be able to see anything, but what is this? Covered porch. It's a crappy quality for the numbers here, but I think I can actually get something out of this. It's fine. That's cool. Alright, let's just really quickly get prep this thing for work, because like I've said, I really hate working on a blueprint that's white, because my eyes really hate me afterwards. So I always do what I do for my blueprints. I get them into Photoshop, overlay, layer on top, put some color on it, make it something like bluish, fill it up. Oh, where's my fill? Okay, fill it up. Oh, why is it? Ah, wait a second. This thing is black and white. Mode. No, go to bitmap. No, don't. Damn it. Delete this. Now go layer, image, mode, bitmap. Okay. And now it's gonna. Ah, damn it. Alright. Use the 50 press. Really? This is 3D, 300 DPI. Why is? Let's. Okay, better. No problems. Okay, again, blue. Oh, come on, just give me a. What the hell happened here? It doesn't work with bitmap images. Oh man, why is image mode? That's fine. RGB color. Damn it. Fine. Now blue. 50 is too much. Go 30. Yeah. That's fine. That's okay. Snap it down. Save. And there we go. Now I got a blueprint. Alright, close this. In here, where's my thing? Let's see how big this thing is. Details. Alright, plane. Plop it up at the top and make it 0 by 0. I got this thing at, oh, the lower one is 564 by 820. 26. There we go. And I just want to get this thing over as a material, make it show. Alright, cool. Now I have a base in which I can make this thing. There we go. It's done. Oh! I see some aggression in the chat. That's interesting. Alright, cool. since I have this, I can just make it lower so it's not flat on the Z, so I can actually draw on it. Get this thing to go object properties, freeze, turn off show frozen gray, and now I can start playing on this thing. Cool. Let's save. I want to get this thing down to my Twitch. Alright, put it here as a Japanese style. Okay. Japan house. 01. And nah, Sarah, it's fine. People have their own different way of expressing themselves. And I'm really not that bothered. Alright. First thing I want to get is I actually want to see what the size of this thing is. And since I cannot read any of these, it's kind of bothering me. What is this? 5 by 5? Oh yeah, this is just for this thing. I need to have at least one size for either a door. Is this a 5 by 5? Wait a second, these are doors. Let's actually try and find the size for this. Alright, so door sizes in inches will show me come on. No. I need a damn size. Alright, so it's, as I can see, a 6 by 6, a 6 feet by 8 inches, 8 feet. That is the height or the width. It's fine. Heights is fine. I'm not looking for a door, but I'm actually looking to find the actual size for the doors, so or actual size for a window, so I can compare it, because I cannot see what is this like 5.5 by 6.4 or something like that. So I need to find what is this size, so I can actually scale the room to size, because all of these numbers here, I can't read anything out of it. Yeah, see, just like Sarah said, use the door size, and then if you know the size of the door for one of them, you can pretty much get the size for the rest of the thing. Yeah, so it's about 36. And how much is that in? God damn it. Alright, so it's 6.6 by 2.6. Do we have any 6.6s around here? What the hell? Who made this? Five zero by 5 0. Alright, you know what? Let's do it like this. Just like Shinobi 22 said. Let's do it that way. I'm going to take my box, and for this I'm going to make it a like this. So length will actually not be very important. The width, yeah, will be 700 or 76.2. And for the height is really, again, not important, because I just needed to make it so. All right, so this is the size for a regular door. Unhide this, make this thing transparent. unfreeze actually all, and now I'm going to move this thing and scale it so that the entrance here coincides with the size of this door, which in turn should help us get the right size for everything. Right, there we go. So door size in here, more or less at the right place, so we can work with it. Since we don't actually have to deal with an actual space, we can just get away with something like this. All right, so freeze. There we go. All right, we got something to start with. Could I do this in Maya? No, I suck at Maya. There we go. All right, so let's just go over and get my walls in. The conversion here is going to be interesting to do. All right, start new shape, fine. All right, got this in. By the way, before somebody asks how I'm doing the straight lines here, just hold down Shift when you're creating your vertices, and you're gonna get a straight line. Oh yeah, generally, you can do everything you can do in Max, you can do in Maya as well, so no worries. It's pretty much the same thing. If you know how to work your software, you can do this in Maya, you can do it in Max, you can do it in Blender. Any 3D software which has the ability to set a blueprint in the background and do some splines, you can do it. All right, go down. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a big one. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, just the thing is, I don't have to be overly precise here, because once I'm done, I can actually move these around, so I make sure that they snap. Oops, see, like this one. This actually goes all the way back here. So I can then change these and modify it so I have them fit whatever I need it to fit. So it's fine. So I just need to get this thing down so I have a base to work off from. Like this. Yeah, but honestly though, just like you said for Maya, it's not a problem as long as you know the fundamentals of working with it. It's not a really issue if you're using Maya or Max. They both work on the same basics or the same basis. And since they're both from Autodesk, well, it's more or less they have the same workflows. It's just what you've been working with will define what you actually continue working. All right, let's go down. All right, let's close the spline. So what do we have left? And just a few more splines, and we have our setup for our interior. All right, close this. All right, we actually have a line there. We have a line there. Wait, we have a line everywhere? I got that one, that one, that one, that one. Yes, we do. Awesome. Now, attach multiple ones. Get all of these lines as one. All right, cool. So now I want to get all of these on this side, make them flat on the X, but since not here, you know what? Just do it this way. Get this thing, snap over here, and snap them all on the X. That way I know that everything on the outside is going to have the same point. All right, again, X. Now snap these on the Y. Y. So these are going to be on the outside of the room. They're probably not going to be seen, but again, just let's make sure that everything is in a straight line so we don't get any errors later on. All right, so that is fine. Snap this thing on the X. X, 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 and X. All right, Y here. We're gonna have to do the same thing for the interior of these walls. So yeah, this takes a bit of repetitive work, but hey. All right, cool. Now get both of these, snap them over there. Snap this. Get both of them, snap in there. Those two, snap in there. Snap up here. There we go. I have tried ArchiCAD, and that's not my thing. It's more of an architectural tool, so yeah. How do I snap? Right click here in the snaps, you turn on vertex, and then you snap. If you cannot snap on axes, just go over here. Make sure you have enabled axis constraint, and you can snap any way you want. Alright, move this thing a bit back. That's fine. Snap over here. Snap in there. Ah, all right. Let's make this thing the same size as that one. That's actually fine. Now snap this over here. Take this, snap it here. The reason why we want to have these in line with these is that later on when we want to have an overhang above the door, we can just bridge around. So we don't have to do any more modeling. Just bridge around, you're gonna have the same exact distance between those two, and it's gonna be easier for us. There we go. That's fine. We have good enough here. Actually, I want to snap it to here. That is fine. Get this over there. That is fine. Up to this place. Get both of them up to here. There you go. That's cool. Now let's get this thing snapped to there. There you go. All right, so if I take a look at my scene now, we have this. I'm gonna save it. With the extrude, should give me some height for this. So let's go with 320. For this would be okay. It's gonna be a very, very high ceiling for 320. So we're gonna need a bit lower, I guess. So let's go with 240. Ah, that's cool. I can keep my lines in here. I can use the extrude to get the height for the walls, so we have a base to start off from. All right, cool. It doesn't snap in line, it snaps to different places. All right, if it snaps to different places, what you have here is in the snaps, you don't have vertex selected, but you probably have multiple options snapped. So that is why it's snapping all over the place. Make sure it's not set on pivot or grid points. Turn those off, just leave the vertex on. And in here, make sure you have this thing on. And if you have both of those things selected, then you shouldn't have any problems. Okay, so now the easy part is done. We have a place that we can actually work with. What we might want to do now is, well, we might want to start thinking about how we're going to get this thing to look like the original idea, and that is to make it a Japanese design. I actually started looking at some of the information that we can find on feudal Japanese design, and generally that's not for houses, it's for samurais and stuff like that. So let's go interior design. So let's see how their houses are made. Yeah, just like I thought. It looks very much like Scandinavian design, mainly for the fact that it has a lot of open spaces. It doesn't have doors that are swinging. They have those sliding doors. They are made out of all of this paper-like material. Their flooring is very much not wooden, but more like a carpet look. There we go, like this. It's more in line like a dojo. So yeah, see, even the walls, they are opened. We have these bars that are basically like dividers for the room. So we're gonna have to work with something like that. And this is not designed for Japanese style houses. And this, I guess, is more modern outlook for that same design. So instead of like getting that design that we saw in the previous one, we have dividers here that are similar to what we use in the cabin. What is this? This is for a game. Interesting. Here we go, another one. So from what I can see, majority of the things in this house, or this type of a house, is open spaces, a lot of wood, a lot of texture that goes like paper. So this is going to be interesting to basically tackle on. Let's see. This is a render, a crappy one for that matter. There we go. This is another thing that I've actually seen quite a bit at this sort of a design, is that you have these tea tables, and you have these sort of like pillows on the ground. You can just like sit around, and yeah, they're very neutral colors as well. So that's interesting. All right. All right, let's slowly start to get reference at everything. So, oh yeah, I see people that have already started sharing stuff in the... What is this? Okay, what about this for a new project? Some kind of a resort place. All right, so Karen Meir just posted something different. This is an interesting design. I can keep this in mind for maybe our next project. Yeah, I actually have seen something like this design for a room, and it's an interesting design, so we might pick that thing up. All right, so this is what exactly what I was saying. What is this? Okay, sofa. Ah, so this is the requests. All right, I'm gonna have to check that thing out. So cool. All right, people, this is your chance to pitch in. Look for some images, look for some reference, for some ideas that we can use in our scene. Drop them over in the Discord channel. I will check them out, and let's slowly start to build up this scene with things that we want to add to it. And the first thing that I'm going to do while you guys are looking for something like that is I'm going to go in and start actually trimming this place. What I mean by trimming is I want to remove some of the walls in here so we get a much more expanse when you actually get inside the scene. So because from what I can see from the blueprint, it's really based on having a European look or a modern look for this thing, where you enter every room through a small door, and we don't want that. We actually want to have sliding doors, walls that you can see through. And for some reason this laundry room is big as hell. What is up with that? We're gonna have to find something to do with this thing. So I actually do like this whole place for the family room and the kitchen and with the dining and everything. The bedroom, we should get this thing to be closer to over here, something like this, and then use one of those sliding doors, or basically a double door that should help us get in or out of the bedroom. The bedroom can go into the bathroom, that's fine. Bathrooms I can leave with this sort of a build where you have like solid walls, because it doesn't have to have that sliding door, but everything else probably can work with it. Baths are fine. In here again, let's go in and make this thing a bit bigger. This thing a bit bigger. Now here's an interesting thing. Since both of these will be meeting around here, what I can do to hide it so it doesn't end up with a wall, I can put a post around it, something like a wooden beam holding the corner. It's gonna be an interesting idea. Move this thing to maybe something like so, and use one of those dividers that we saw to help differentiate where we're gonna have one room starting and the other one ending. The corners of the walls are fine. We're not going to be touching those. The bedroom here, that's fine, but we're probably... Nah, I'm not going to change that. I'm going to leave that as it is. Yeah, the blueprint is a European house, but like I said, I'm not trying to recreate a Japanese style house, but a modern house that would have a Japanese look to it. So that's why we're doing something like this. Otherwise, this would have been a whole different story. All right, let's see what you guys have. Ooh, hello. Now this is a nice touch for the bathroom. Oh yeah, you guys are banging. You're adding in some amazing stuff in here. Again, here we have the same idea. One of those nice tables with some cushions in the ground for seating. Very bamboo look. Yeah, man, I know because Japanese houses are expensive as hell. They tend to be a lot smaller. But like I said, we're trying to make something that would be like a regular house size, but have this sort of a look to it. Yeah, see, again here we have that same design, and this is an interesting design, especially for the table. This is like a dining table, but look at this. They're using the same height as if this was a tea table, And the way that the chairs are made is that they don't actually have any legs for this. This is actually really, really interesting. I've never seen this thing. I've never actually worked on a project like this. So that's something interesting to keep in mind. Yeah, see? Even the windows. This is cool. Lighting, we have one of those inverted or drop down ceilings. We have a lot of well, this is a render, but still the idea is the same thing. You're gonna have a lot of GI lighting for this. Not bad. The bedroom is fine. Yeah, please add this. Who doesn't want to have a katana in his room? That's cool. All right. Yeah, see this? This is okay. Get it near the actual windows. And this is the interesting part about Japanese style windows. Most of them, since they are really big, you have one that actually is opaque and the other ones that are actually not opaque. They're something like either paper or something like that. And this one you can actually see out of. Alright, so something, this is cool, cool. Ah, alright. Here is another design idea. Have an opened sky portal for a ceiling. What do you guys think? Should we do something like this? This is really gonna help drive the space around our house. So it's a Shinto shrine. That's nice. Karen mirrors. Yeah, this is... Now, this is what I had in mind when I said interesting Japanese design. I've seen... now, this again is another render, but I've seen this sort of a design where in their bathrooms, they have like small gardens, and then they have like small pebbles here. And the thing with this sort of a design is, well, it's supposed to, when you get out of the bathroom, or not the bathroom, but the actual bath, you walk into some stones. It's supposed to clean the chakras or something like that. That's an interesting idea. Cool. All right. Let's start prepping up our scene for something like this then. So this is the bedroom. The bath is way too small. So I'm going to have to deal with... what is this other place? This is for something. All right. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to save first before I screw up anything. And turn this thing off. Delete that. And I'm going to increase the size of the bath. And just snap this thing over here. Why not? Just snap it there. Snap this thing down here. Cool. So now I want to get both of these welded together. Alright, so you can be the same with this. Weld these two together. And now when we take a look at this, what happens now is we have one bigger bath that we can play around with. Cool, which at the same time means that I can get rid of some of the stuff that's not needed. So basically that thing is gone, that thing is gone. All right, select those two, snap it up there. Get those, delete. Now weld this well, these, delete this, and we have one continuous wall in there. There we go. So we have a bathroom in there. We have the bedroom outside. Interesting. So they have a second bathroom in here. It's mixed up with this one. I don't want to make one huge bathroom with maybe something like the bath that was in here. Which way? Where was it? Where did it go? Yeah, so something like this. But if we make it, it's going to be way too big that way. So we're going to have to divide it somehow. All right, cool. What I'm going to do, though, with something like this is I'm going to increase the height for the walls. All right, so what is the height for a regular wall for a house? 220, 230? I have a 240 set, but we need to make this thing a bit higher so I can have a sloped or a sloping roof or a sloped ceiling here. Yeah, so 240 is the regular height, but we need to make this thing a bit taller. Yeah, so we can go up to 320. All right, let's go with 320 as a high top. There we go. Something like this. That's good enough. All right, it's cool. 320 is fine. It's tall enough. It's like really, really tall. Just so I actually have some reference to place, I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is get over here, find my. Where's my guy? Alright, go to tape, not tape. The dummy. No, not the dummy. Where is it? Where is it? Expose tape. Rate. Dude, what the hell? Not. It should be around here. I mean the systems. Or alright, it's the biped. Holy crap. Alright, so height 185. Well, holy crap. Okay. This is a very, very tall ceiling. I got this guy sitting here. He's gonna be group. Amazing guy. Alright, let's start putting in some layers. For the amazing guy is gonna be its own layer. Amazing guy. And in here I'm gonna hide this, get everything selected, put it into a new, call it wall. And of course we don't want the walls into our amazing guy, but outside. So now hide this thing. We have this thing left. There we go. This is okay. This is the blueprint. Make it in here. Call it blueprint. BP. There we go. Alright, now we got some control over how our scene looks like. What the hell is up with the music? right. Oh, you guys are still sharing new stuff. Cool. I'm liking this. I like the feng shui they have. Alright, so let me see the amazing guy. What the hell? Oh, dude, I just deleted my amazing guy. Okay, let's do it one more time. I'll biped. Go to 185. You're gonna be the amazing guy. Amazing guy. Boom. Alright, cool. So save this. And now, oh, this thing actually even has a porch, which is a nice addition for this house, because a lot of these houses do have a porch, so we can use that thing for our advantage as well. All right, cool. So let's start getting up some of the ideas for, well, what are we going to start with first? I want to start with the most prominent things, and that is going to be the openings for the windows, because I can see a lot of open spaces, like which kind of tells me that in here we're probably going to have to do something to this long wall. I don't see a lot of long walls in here. So what I'm going to do is, again, get in here, put in 2 more refinements, maybe something like 1 there, 1 there. Alright, 2 more in here though. When we do something like this though, we do want to keep another thing in mind, and that is that we cannot get all of the walls out of the way, because if we do it that way, we're gonna kind of screw up the structural stability of the house. So yeah, we got to do something about that as well. Now, create a line. Go from there to there. Boom. And go there to there. Boom. Alright, that's cool. Well this, well this, well this, and well this. Let's take a look at how they are building their windows. Okay, so they're going from the bottom all up to a decent height. I'm guessing this is about 220. Yeah, see, this is what I had in mind. They have really nice porches outside. Oh wow, okay. This we're gonna have this. We're gonna have this. Oh yeah. This will be a part of the bathroom or someplace like this. The stones around it, the swirling bath in the middle. Is this like a shower or something? Yeah, this is the shower, this is the bath. We're having this. This one is, oh yeah. I'm gonna open up this thing and I'm gonna save this image, and we're gonna have this. So let's go to, where is my stuff? Okay. Desktop. Reference. Oh yeah, that's fine. Bathroom idea 01. Alright, we got this one. This is a great idea. I do like it. Whose idea was this? Azmet, you're the man, dude. You're the man. I like that. Karen, thank you so much for this. This is something else I really do like. So I'm gonna take your idea as well. Porch idea 01. Can you chamfer all the wall corners when you extrude from lines like that? Why would you want to chamfer the walls? That is my question. Now let me see, where's the other thing that I had here? Okay. Interesting thing is that I can actually add something like this, a support for the roof. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna just save this as an idea and we'll see how this thing goes. At the moment I have no idea if this is gonna work or not, but it's an idea. O2. Alright, cool. Now let's see what else we have. Ooh. This is an interesting design, especially for the kitchen. This is getting saved. If you're worried about getting edges that are going to be too sharp instead of getting chamfered, what you can always do is you can, well, you can cheat a bit and use the V-Ray edges texture that is going to round up your corners. But if you want to do it with, well, let's just say you want to do it with geometry, you can select all of the vertices, and let's say you want to have a rounded look. Just go into the fillet, increase the roundness there, and now when you extrude, it will be extruded outwards with rounded corners like this. But I'm going to go back just so I don't overcomplicate my work, and leave it like this. Alright, I was doing something else. Yeah. That's an interesting thing though. A lot of these designs have, I think this looks like it's something woven for the covers. So we're going to have to deal with that as well. Yeah, I do like this idea. Bonsai, bamboo. Oh, nice lighting. So, I'm really keen on trying something like this. Have some sort of a inside garden that is going to have some greenery in it. So it's rice paper. Alright, so it's paper. Why not? Let's see if I can find something. Alright, what do you guys think about taking this secondary bathroom and this small room in here and basically cutting them off and making them into a place where you can have a small place where you can have some greenery in here, like flowers or small inside garden. See if there isn't anything else in here similar. No, there isn't. Yeah, this is what I had in mind. Something like this. Alright. Yeah, I know. Outside of Japanese houses is, well, let's just say unique. I don't want to be building the outside of this house. Exterior, that might actually be a nice idea for one of our future streams where we actually tackle an actual exterior. And we can do something like this as well. Now this is a great way of separating the place where you can actually dine without having to add walls. Again, very open design. It's elevated above the rest of the house, and we have this sort of a design for the top here, which is going to give me some nice light. This is some all right, this again, this is getting saved. Living room idea. Oh, one. Well, today we're getting some amazing ideas. And the great thing about this is that I have no idea whatsoever how this thing is gonna end up looking at the end. But so far, it kind of sounds like it might end up looking something very, very cool. So, all right, let's get, I want to prepare this thing here for a garden, like we said that we were going to do. So I'm going to, okay, those are not going to be here. Those are not going to be here. I'm going to have to do something with both of these. So we're going to weld and remove, weld and remove, weld, remove, weld and remove. But now what I would have to do is instead of just having this one opening here again for the bedroom, and we're definitely going to be needing some light coming in here, which means again we're going to have to come in here, redefine this thing with some open spaces. Let me just try and snap this thing here and snap this thing over to here. Yeah, we can, this thing doesn't matter. I can just get this and create a line from there to there and there to there. Weld, 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 and weld. All right, let's see. All right, cool. So far we have a really nice opening up on this side, which I might actually continue on over here. Not much good for our blueprint when we're moving a lot of this stuff around, but like I said, we want to have an open house or open corners for this thing, so we can have those walls with the rice paper instead of having like just the regular doors or regular walls. So let's remove this whole thing. There you go. And here again, let's just do this, do this. All right, that's fine. For the kitchen, again, let's increase this like so. So for the corners of this house, this is actually okay. Definitely not gonna need this middle part. All right, get this thing on this side, this thing on this side. So we should have some structural stability on the corners. We'll probably, in here, I'm probably gonna end up extending some sort of a support beam from this place to probably this place, which is going to be a nice divider for between the place for the kitchen and the dining and the family room, and that should also help with the structural stability of the center of the house. Although since we do have this wall, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. But anyways, this means that, well, this thing is not needed, so we can just take this and get it all the way down to here like this. All right, cool. I think I have something that I can start working from. So I'm gonna save this thing as the second iteration, and let's start adding in some windows and doors and actually define how high they're gonna go. So I want to see how high do these walls or these windows actually go for. Because if I take a look at here from what you guys have posted, some of these interior doors, they go from the bottom to the top, but the ones on the exterior do have a certain point at which they stop. And my guess would be that this thing goes for probably around 240 centimeters, which kind of looks about the normal height for a ceiling for a normal house. Since we have like a 320, yeah, that's gonna leave quite a bit of space, like in here maybe. So about 240, I think, is the height for these exterior ones. If I'm wrong or you guys know better, leave a comment here. I'm gonna check it out and do the modifications as needed. But for now, I'm just gonna go over, do a box, raise it up to 240, like so. And yeah, does it look right? All right, compared to a 180. All right, cool. Yeah, this is not a, I did see this, but take into account, this is not a door. This is a panel for that is going to basically be filled with that rice paper, so it has a different height. So for a regular house, I guess this would be the height for the walls or the ceiling. Well, I don't want to just get up and check the height, but yeah. All right, I'm going to do it this way. And if we need to do any changes later on, I can just do the needed. So slice plane, rise it up, do something like this, slice, turn off the slice plane, and now I can take this whole thing, and snap it over on this height. There we go. So we got 240. All right, put it over here. And now what I can do is, since all of these walls actually have the same width, I can just bridge them across, and this will give me the actual wall. So bridge across. There we go. So everything underneath that is going to be the doors. So the paper doors are 190, but they were smaller in the past. Well, of course they were smaller in the past. People were shorter back then. Well, I guess Japanese people are short even for today's standard, but yeah. Hey, you know what? We're just gonna say that this thing is built somewhere in Netherlands, and in Netherlands people are very tall. So this is gonna be built for tall people. So this guy is 185 centimeters. So basically I'm basing this on my own height. So when I take a look at here, I can actually get some ideas to how tall this thing is. And since this guy has quite a bit of like leeway, if you can jump, how much is this? So it's half a meter. So if I can stand on the ground, jump up half a meter, and then bump my head, that means that I can jump pretty high. That's cool. So I'm gonna put it here and leave it as it is. Now let's go in here. That's actually a pretty good point. If the guests want to get into the bathroom, they're gonna have to go to the bedroom. So we're gonna have to find a way to. It's actually not gonna be hard. We just have to open up a door in here, opposed to having one over here. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. VistaVision, you are the man. Alright, so let's do it this way. Go in here, connect like this, make it Y. Now chamfer around, make it open chamfer, boom. Cap this thing as well. Alright, so 1, 2, 1, 2, bridge, remove both of these, and there we go. We've fixed our issues with what we had there. Let's just auto smooth or clear all for now. There we go. We don't need any smoothing groups for now. There we go. So the bathroom can be entered through this place only, and well, I think what we need to do is again do the same thing over here like we just did. So make this thing on the Y, chamfer, cap, and cap. This time though, we're gonna have to connect this. So now we can bridge it across without any issues. Or actually, we don't need to bridge it. We had that thing bridged. So we just need to expand this thing so we can use one of those windows here. There we go. All right, cool. All right. Since we got that thing out of the way, the divisions are fine there. Now, let's get this thing done as well. The length here is basically the width. So for this, these are not that thick. Let's check out the images. Yeah, from what I can see in here, those outer don't really look outer walls don't really look that thick. There we go, like this. Kind of makes me wonder though, if they're the outer walls and they're made out of stuff like this, how good are they like isolation? Not isolation, but yeah, isolation is that a word? Need to insulation, whatever. How good are they to protecting you from the cold and the warm? Because this thing looks like paper, and paper is really not the most amazing thing. Oh, hello. Cool. I like this. So it has some design in there. And this is one of those epic dividers that we've probably seen in Japanese style. So they have their art style here on dividers. They're like this. So we might use this as well. This is actually a good idea, even though it's a render made idea. Alright, so this is going to give me some idea. So for the thickness of the walls, that's fine. And alright, so this actually does have some really nice wooden thickness to it. So oh, this is a double one. Alright, cool. Let's get something like this. And this should be, let's try with, I want to do 110, but 20. Okay, 20. That 20 is fine. So if the 20 is going to be fine, I'm going to put one over here, and I'm going to work with this one. So edit poly, select this, snap it over to this side, like so. And now let's see how is this thing made. All right, so it has basically one division, 2, 3. So 4 divisions or 3 depending on how many you want. So let's go and try to do that. First, I'm going to go with 1. I think here 3 should be enough. And once we have that, what we do is we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Inset this thing inwards for maybe, let's say, how much is this going to be? The thickness for this is probably around 2 centimeters from everywhere. Let's go with more. Let's write 5. Yeah, 5 should be good enough. A shoji is a sliding panel that is made of translucent paper in a wooden frame. Yep, exactly what I'm trying to recreate here. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to get the frame for the door. And now I just want to get these 3, detach them out as a clone. And now reselect those 2 or 3, reselect those 3, bridge them together like so. Get this thing inwards, make it a shell. The shell should probably be, it's fine for 1 centimeter. Or not. Alright, so this piece, or the paper, from what I can see here, again has its own division. So let's get that thing done. So isolate it, again, go 1, 2, and 3. In this case, it has 2 connects in here, like so. And now it has a lot more in here, maybe like, yeah, let's go with 10. Alright, so get these, or better yet, just select all of them, inset, group, yeah, this is 1, click OK, detach, not as a clone, but actually I want to retain these to be individual ones. And now what I can do is select my inner piece, make it a shell. There we go. With 1, or maybe even more, 3. Get this thing with a shell of 1. Make it see-through. Push it inwards. There we go. Now for this, let's see if we can get away with using a chamfer modifier with a very small amount, 0.01. Alright, this is way too small. Let's go 0.1. 0.05. Alright, that's cool. 0.5. Tension. Alright, that's not gonna work for what we want. Alright, let's get the max angle maybe higher up. No. Let me see something. How's this thing gonna look like if I change the color? We're gonna have some smoothing issues. Oh yes, I'm gonna have some smoothing issues. Alright, no problem. What I'm gonna do then is, instead of chamfer, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh snap, actually, crap. Okay, I guess we're gonna do something else then. What I had in mind though was, when I made this, I'm gonna get this, this, and this, create shape, linear, step back, edit poly. So we had two divisions in here with 10 across. Not to create shape, but connect. We want to have 10 across. So now with these 10 across, create a shape. Linear is fine. Now for these ones, make them loops, create shapes again. Linear is fine. I can delete this with my splines that I just created. I can input them back to here, and here I can make them renderable, and this way they're gonna look more like what I want them to be. So I can just increase the radius of this until it fills up the hole. So let's go with maybe like, what is this, 2.1. All right, so let's go round it at 2.1, round out this thing to 2.1. Although when I make it with 2.1 as well, what I might want to do is, well, crap, I should have really selected the ones in the corner as well. I might want to get the ones in the middle and make them maybe 2.2, so they're overlapping this piece. Or let's write 2.5. There we go, something like this. Alright, so let's go one. I'll actually select the whole thing. 1, 2, and 3. Now move it so it's to about there. Cool. Now get 1, 2, and 3. Move these over this side. And now make them again renderable. Okay. Let's just get the bottom ones done as well. So 1, 2, oh, no. Now select this one. Renderable 1, 2, and 3. Move them down to cover up this piece. Select the top ones, 1, 2, and 3. My shift up, boom. All right, cool. Now let's give it a different color so I can see what the hell's going on. 1, 2. All right, cool. Now I can actually see this thing. Oh. Hello. Well, you guys have been busy in the chat. Let's see what has been said. Okay, to example, with a bridge you can connect two faces. It comes a slightly elevated area against a wall and room. Suggest, to example, a motto: storm shutters that are used to completely seal a home and apartment for security, privacy, and safety. Asma, you really do know a lot of things about Japanese style. That's with a low table with a inbuilt electric heater covered in Asmat, are you Japanese by chance, dude? Or do you just know a lot of things about Japanese culture? Yeah, man, see, that's the interesting part. You say you're learning Japanese things, and you get with a lot of Japanese style words, yeah, you just learn Japanese. That's cool. The only thing that I probably know about Japanese is how to intimidate somebody, and I learned that from watching a show. Alright, so let's go with chamfer on this thing because I do, well, actually not chamfer. Let's go with an extrude. Or, yeah, extrude. Inwards, yeah, that's gonna work. -2 with a 0 point, maybe 2. Alright, cool. Now let's go in and just collapse. Oh, no, let's not collapse, but instead do this. Right. All right. We got that thing in. From the people that I actually do know that have been to Japan, all of them has said the same thing. It's like when you're in Japan, it's like you're not even on the Earth anymore. It's like it's a different planet. Okay, that's cool. Let's give this thing a different color. All right. Oh well. Okay. So we have the first sign for our windows. We're gonna have to deal with some of these later on. We're probably gonna make some of them some of them different from the others. But for now, I just want to use these so I can actually just go in and fill up the place that we have here. The sizes is fine. I'm gonna save first before this thing crashes and burns. So select this. Now on this side, let's see. All right, rotate. Hello. All right, word of advice to self: don't make everything gray while you're still working with it. Don't make it red, because when you're selecting things are red, you have no idea what you're selecting, so make it blue. All right, now let's try and just use this thing so we don't have to redo a lot of the work. And since we do have some leniency where you can place stuff around, you just make it be like this, then go in here and do the lazy thing. Instead of moving the actual geometry for the window, get in here and boom, move the wall. There we go. We got some of the windows for this part of the place. Let's do the same thing, or the lazy thing, for the other room as well. So move it over to this side. Oh, hello. This is going to be a bit too big, I think. Let's open it up. Oh yeah, this is protruding outwards, so we're going to have to do some modeling for there. But in here, though, we can do it. Now you can get away with 3, like this. And again, let's just do the same thing that we just did previously. Go snap on the X. Blue in there, go down to Y and snap it to down here. And now just get in here, select this corner on this side. Oh, not that one. This one. And snap it to where we have our thing. There we go. Boom. And we got this family room cornered off with some nice looking panels. Let's see if we can reuse some more of it. For the kitchen though, I think that in here, instead of having these big, this sort of like big windows, we might have one in the middle here, and this lower part can be actual wall. We'll see though. Alright, so let's again get one more of these up to here. Let's see if it's gonna fit. Oh yeah, it's gonna fit perfectly. Alright, go Y and get this thing snapped in there. Go X, snap that thing up in there. Alright, cool. Actually, you want to get it inside a bit more. Get this thing selected. Ooh, okay. Just notice that if I get this thing outwards, it's going to protrude on the outside. So we needed to get it a bit back in, like this. There we go. And we still have that look here. That is fine. Alright, so got the three over there, the three in there. The kitchen, I want to have a different thing. For the bedroom, pretty sure we can squeeze another three in there. Yes, we can. We won't even have to move all that much. So go on the Y and snap down here. Like so. Select this, move on the Y down here. And boom, we got that thing done. Well, slowly but surely this thing is coming along nicely. And come to think of it, what I should have done previously is make this thing edit poly and attach all of them together, but now that thing is gone, so we're gonna have to continue on as we have it, which is not bad. Alright, so let me just see how this thing looks like if I compare it with some textures. Ah, see, this is good. Shoji door wireframe. So we have, this is a nice thing to know because we have basically two sliding doors. I can follow this along, which is going to be nice. This is a great design for a window. I actually like this fact that they have some geometry inside the actual window. It's gonna be cool. Alright, so I was gonna do, damn it. Now you guys are gonna give me ADD. I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? Ah yeah, I wanted to see how this thing was gonna look with some actual textures. So let's quickly, really quickly, just add in some UV maps for this thing. Make it a box and 100 by 100. 100, so 1 meter for the texture. And what do we have for texture? This looks like that, well, light wood. So let's go and open up my light wood. Let me see, wood. Will maple work? Yeah, maple should work. Alright, so just So this thing works. I can plop in a maple material, put it in there just so I can see how this thing looks. Alright, now I can see that I need to rotate it. In here, go 90. Alright, cool. Same thing works with these guys, but let's see if we go rectangular. Yeah, this is gonna work better. Instead of 6, let's go with 4. 2? Really? 2 by 2? Okay. 2 by 2. Or let's go 1 by, oh, not 2, let's get 2 by 5. No, 2 and 2 by 5 here. There we go. So it doesn't take up the same space. That's good. So get this UV map box again, 100 by 100. So I have the same width for the texture. Go with down here. And in here, go the same thing. Box 100 by 100 by 100. Apply this thing in here as well, but I want to rotate the UV mapping for 90 degrees now. There we go. So that changes the way that my seam is going to run in here, which is nice. I actually want this thing to go down, this thing to go across. That's great. And in here I have just one more for the actual paper. So let's go paper. Do I have a paper texture here somewhere? I think I should have one. Alright, fabrics. No, lace down. Oh, damn it. Wood, no. Mask, nope. For sake. Alright, so paper, texture, seamless. I don't want to make a texture for this thing now. So, alright, what is it this thing is supposed to have a color like? Oh, it's colorless. So that's something. Alright, it's not colorless. It does have this sort of a yellowish color, so for now I'm just gonna go with something like this. This is cardboard, but whatever, I just want to have a placeholder, so save the image. Paper, seamless. Ah, fine. Move away. Alright, get this thing down, and where is it? Where is my stuff? There we go. Paper. Apply, show, UV map, box, go 100 by 100 by 100. And now this looks like honestly, it's the wrong type of texture to use, because now this looks like a place where junkies get around to do drugs. So no, we're not gonna be doing that. Let's find a different texture. Okay, paper, texture seamless. Why do you keep giving me Bing? Damn it. Alright, let's see what have you guys put on the thing here. Alright, so paper. Those are not seamless. I don't want to make this thing seamless now. Spend time doing that. Just alright. To make it something more. Everything has a bad. You know what? Let's go with used papers, texture seamless. No, old. Why does this thing look like leather? But I guess this is gonna work. Let's save image. Paper. Seamless one. Alright. Plop that thing in. Where's my texture? Okay. Really? 5 by 5? Nope. This is not seamless. You know what? Fine. Just use the cardboard. And for now, it's going to be fine. Just a placeholder. Later on, we're going to do... hell, if I need to, I'm going to just create one that's going to be just for this thing. Alright, that's fine. Alright, gonna have to do a bit of tweaking for some of the other places in here. Hey Shukran, you gotta go. I'm in. See you later. Alright. Oh yeah, one of the things that I actually got a mail from YouTube informing me how I can improve my channel, and one of their amazing improvements ideas was to tell everybody to leave a like on the videos, which I always forgot up until the actual end. So yeah, there we go, straight out of YouTube. If you guys liked the video, click the like button. That's it, I've said it. Now that thing is magically supposed to make it better. I'm not sure about that. Anyways, let's get back to doing interesting stuff. Yeah. All right. Actually, can I see how many people have liked the stream? Is it even possible? Actually, can I see how many people have liked the stream? Oh, 26, 27. Cool. You people are liking me. That's nice. I feel liked. Anyways, let's get back to our scene. Okay, so we got one of the windows here, but we do want to get some of the doors as well. And also, we need to decide if we're going to be using one of those ramped up places where you can actually put your table like we had in, where is it? Where is my... Japanese house, where was it? Yeah. So if we're gonna be going with an idea like this, or aren't we gonna go with an idea like this? What do you guys think? How do you feel about this as an idea for our family room here? So once we're here, we drop something like this. And let me just really see how this thing is going to look like. it shouldn't be that hard to recreate. So let's go with a box to go from maybe there to maybe here. Get it a height 30. Alright, isolate both of them. Move up. Move it down to here. Now we need to decide where this thing is gonna finish up. What I can see here, that I have this turn here, so I can get that thing on this corner, which again is going to be nice, and that goes in line, so we can use this thing, because I basically said previously that we're going to have something here that's going to help with the structural stability of this entire place, because we have a lack of any walls in here, so that can help in there. So let's go for it. Let's drop in that turn here, the corner. So chamfer it around 5. Maybe get it to, let's go 60, around 60. All right, cool. And that's actually really nice because it kind of allows you to pass by here. Let's see how big that thing is. And oh yeah, that's a plenty of space to walk around there. And the great thing is I don't actually have to raise up the windows, because even here the windows are all the way down. So this thing is raised up above the windows. So that's cool. Dude, how many words in Japanese do you know? Why do you even know that the thing is called Juhi? Or Yuhi, or whatever it's called. Holy crap. You've probably watched a lot of animes. Oh, okay. You know, because you have a lot of Japanese friends. Okay. Alright, so we got 30 for this. What is the height for a step? Wait a second. Step heights. Let it go. Images. There we go. Why give me? Damn it. So about 20 centimeters. So 15 to 20 centimeters. All right, so we got 30 on this. So what I can do is, since from what I'm seeing in here, there is a really nice step over here. So I can do is do this. First, insert this thing inwards to maybe like so. Alright, isolate just this so I can actually work on it. I'm gonna delete this. Snap over there. What the hell is this? Alright, now let's make some cuts to maybe no, wait a second. Let's go something like this then. One to here. here, here, and here. And collapse. Snap there. Snap there. Get that thing cut. Get that cut in here. Boom, boom. Cut. Cut. Collapse. Alright, cool. So now I can have this thing from there to there. Make this thing one in the middle. There we go. So now get across to the end. Get this thing across to this side. It doesn't matter all that much, but still. So now select where I want to have the step. Maybe this place. Like so. Delete. Remove that. Gotta snap it down there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bridge. Kind of works. I'm missing one, but it's a triangle there. It's gonna be problematic for me if I leave it like this. So I'm gonna remove that. Cap this. Cap this. And now there we go. And what I can do here is I know there is an end gun here, but like I was just about to say, I can fix that thing easily that way. But what I can see here is that this lower portion has one actual plank on top of it, which can allow me to do this, which will hide all of my sloppiness. So I'm going to detach this. Detach it as a clone. Click OK. And now this thing here that I just detached, I can make it a shell. Give it a thickness of maybe like what, 3. I want to push it out a bit, so let's try it like this. All right. So now I'm gonna decrease the shell. So I'm gonna decrease the shell even. No, really? Alright, so it's going to just give it thickness, and the pushing out is going to give it that lip over here. So I'm going to go on top of this thing, straighten corners, and the push, the value is 2 centimeters. Now add a poly over here, make this thing on the X, make this thing on the Y, so it's flat. Push it back to over there, and see, that's the problem that like I said, my sloppiness here, it's making it so that this whole edge here should have been straight on the X. There we go. So now we just make it straight again. Same here, make it straight on the Y, snap it to where we have this thing. Alright, that's cool. This whole section here will never be seen, so we can just get rid of it. And the other one is going to be seen. Underneath the section is again going to be seen, so we can leave it as such. So I'm going to go select this corner up there and chamfer it. Like so. But you know what? Actually, instead of doing the chamfering that way. Let me see what happens if I actually go ahead and apply a chamfer modifier to it. The whole thing, increase the minimum angle to 50. Get a chamfer of 0 point something, 0.2. Alright, turbo smooth. 2 iterations. We got a very nice lip look. That's cool. So now let's do the same thing over here. So I know for a fact that there's one more of these guys in there. So detach as a clone, that's fine. And let's just copy over the shell over here. So paste. So the same exact. And the push is 2 centimeters, so copy it over and paste it. There you go. Now the pushing here is gonna give me some issues. So the shell, straighten corner is fine. The push is giving some weirdness in here. So edit poly, select everything, clear all, so no problems with the smoothing. Get that thing done. Make it planar on the Z, make this planar on the Z. Move it downwards again till it's flat on the base, only in the Y. Alright, there we go. So it's not sitting up on that thing. It has that lip above it. We just want to make sure that when it's at the corners, it doesn't go through the wall. So for that, we just snap it over here. And we make sure it's actually straight on the X. Alright, snap it there. In here, we make sure it's straight on the Y. Like so. Now snap it in there. And do the same chamfering that we used over here. So chamfer, copy, paste, 50, that's fine. Turbo smooth, 2 iterations, and Bob's your uncle. We got our platform. Great. This thing on the bottom will need to be the same thing done to it. So let's go with chamfer, 50, 0.2, just to help with keeping that edge. Turbo smooth on, 2 iterations, and there we go. We got a very smooth look for the edges. Cool. Now just so I can actually know that this thing has that look, hit it with the wood. With the wood on this side. Yeah. Alright, UV map. Box again. Let's hit it with 100. Well, not 4100, but 100 by 100 by 100. Probably should make this thing a bit bigger. 100 by 100 by 100. The seam looks a bit too small, so let's hit it with maybe 500 by 500 by 500. Yeah, 500 looks more in tune with what I want to have here. Alright, cool. I might want just to move this thing a bit so it doesn't look like it's the part of the same structure. There we go. Underneath side, and let's isolate it, apply the same thing. This might need to get unwrapped though. We'll see how this thing projects it. So with a box, I'm gonna have that issue here, but still. For now, it's not a problem. Oh, nope. I was wrong. This works just fine. We might need to rotate the UV map. 90? Yeah. Good enough. Actually, it turns well. Let's make it a smaller here so it kind of breaks up that look. I can live with this. All right. And de-isolate. Let's see. All right. All right, we got the deck here, which is nice. So for this portion up here, then we can just put something as whatever this thing is. But yeah, pretty much this looks okay. Our scene is starting to shape up. Now when I'm seeing this backside from the outside, I know that this thing will probably not be seen in our scene, but it's kind of bugging me that there is nothing underneath here, which is ridiculous, but still. Alright, so you see this guy is a full 185 centimeter tall person, and it's still not even near the end of the window, so which means we have a pretty decent sized windows. We can get this thing back like so. Alright, we did a good job. Alright, we've been going on for 2 hours today, so that means, well, it was fun today, but we are done for the day. I would like to thank everybody that was with me today. We guys had some fun with this. I can see even now that this is going to end up being a really interesting result and an interesting project to work on, especially when we start modeling all of those small ideas that we're going to bring into this house. And I would like to thank everybody who was with me today. I saw at one point that we hit 50 people that were with me on live, and that was amazing. So 2 streams ago we had the first donation. Last stream we had the first $20 donation. This week I actually hit the first time that I had 50 people with me on live. So if you're with me today, hit the like button, as apparently YouTube does like that, and it shows it up to more people, so more people come to play with us, and we end up having a more fun time to play with and things to do. So if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button and come with me on Thursday where we will continue playing with us and hopefully end up with something fun. Alright, like I said, thank you to everybody that was with me today. You guys are great, you guys rock, and I will see you all in, well, the next stream. And as peace is in Japanese Haiwa, that's what Asman said. If I pronounced it wrong or if I said something bad, that's his fault. So as I always say, thank you very much and peace.